Everybody, it is Nikki. Tig is at home. I just came to do a little video chat about acupuncture. This is actually my second time going to acupuncture within the past week, but my silly self had the radio on when I recorded the initial acupuncture appointment, and you could clearly tell what the songs were. So Tig was saying that they might take the video down, so I decided not to post it. So since I was going today, I just figured I could record another one. We are a hands-free state. I apologize, I'm not really looking at the camera, but I'm trying to drive and we what I was getting ready to say, we're a hands-free state, and I really ain't trying to get no tickets, so I got y'all kind of low, so I'm gonna apologize one more time. But that's why it is the way it is. But anyway, so last week I went to my very first acupuncture appointment. A colleague of mine had highly suggested that I go when she found out that I was getting ready to do the IUI procedure. And just to give you a little background on that, so last Sunday, which would have been August 6th, I believe, I woke up in the morning, had already taken my basal body temperature or whatnot, but then once I actually got up, I took a OPK because it was like cycle day 14 or 15. I want to say it was cycle day 14, and it was low on the Wanfo and the Clear Blue Digital, which kind of took me by surprise because I'm like, low, like it's cycle day 14. I usually ovulate anywhere between cycle day 14 and like 17, somewhere around there. I guess really just depending on what the length of the cycle is going to be. But anyway, I was just really shocked that it was still low. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to ovulate later this week, obviously. So, okay. Get ready. Go to my acupuncture appointment. Kind of, have to give her a rundown since it was my very first visit and kind of let her know what was going on. And oh my gosh, so the experience was so amazing. Let me just say that, because I had a couple other things going on too, like some shoulder issues, which y'all see actually, because I kind of talked about it in another video that we did. We just haven't posted yet. Some shoulder issues, and then I have been suffering from sciatica on the left-hand side because I sit at work all day and I work 10-hour shifts. My body was not really feeling that, so I was having the pain in my hips, shooting down my legs, my toes, and all that other shit. So it actually worked out perfectly because if you have any experience with insurance companies, they don't like to cover a lot of things related to fertility. And so my colleague who actually works at the center that I went to, I didn't end up seeing her though, but she's just like, look, you're gonna have an issue with the insurance if you document that it's straight fertility related. So if you have any other issues going on, you make sure you let her know so we can put in the proper codes for that. So yeah, it worked out nicely. I was able to use my insurance, so that was cool. She gave me a little tincture of some herbs to take at the very end of the session, and I was to take 3 droppers full 2 times a day until I had confirmed ovulation. Well, let me tell you what happened. Mind you, I tested at 8 a.m. that Sunday morning. I had my acupuncture appointment at noon, but it didn't start at noon because I had to fill out all this new patient paperwork, and she had to pretty much do an assessment to see which areas she really needed to work on. I didn't leave there until close to 2 p.m. When I made it home, I was sitting on the couch and I had to pee, and something was just take another OPK. Oh, excuse me, it's that coffee. I'm like, all right, go in the bathroom, and I kid you not. So I always dip my Wanfo first. I don't know why, but I did. Anyway, so yeah, do the WAMFO, and I see my test line starting to show up within like a minute, and it's coming in dark and strong as ever. So I'm like, okay, then next, I dip the clear blue digital, and it has a solid smiley face, meaning peak. So my surge went from low to peak within about 8 hours of testing. Oh my gosh, I freaked out because if like once you get your peak or positive OPK, in most situations you call whoever's doing the procedure for you, and they're usually plan on seeing you the very next day, and that's kind of what happened. So I apologize, this video is going to be a little out of sync with the others, but I wanted to make sure I did this acupuncture update just because I know I had questions about it, and then other women may also have questions about doing acupuncture and in regards to TTC, and whether it be IUI, IVF, or whatever. And obviously I can only speak from the experience of doing IUI because that is the procedure I had done. What I will say is I feel like it was a positive experience. I'm not one that's going to be like so quick to jump and say like for sure that the acupuncture is the reason that I went from low to peak, but who's to say that it's not the reason? And on top of the little herbs that she gave me, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was called like Jade Moon, and you can look that up on the internet actually and see exactly what it's for. And it is for oh gosh, what are the words that I'm looking for? It helps with ovulation. I can't really say stimulate ovulation, but I don't have the bottle with me right now. Otherwise, I would attempt to read what the bottle actually says. But anyway, I was supposed to take it until ovulation, and I ended up only taking it right at the clinic that day before I left. And then when else did I take it? I think it was later that evening, and then the next morning, because according to fertility friend, that was so the day that I went, my temperature had dipped, and then the next morning it had spiked. So I knew that it was a chance that I had began to ovulate on Sunday. So seeing as how she told me to only take it upon confirmation of ovulation, I quit taking it. So today when I went back, I was happy to let her know that I did not experience any form of sciatic pain all week, which was like amazing to me because I don't know if y'all know what sciatica feels like, but it is not okay. And then my shoulder pain, it was not quite as bad as it had been, but it was still there. Like it was not necessarily hurting, but just agitating enough to where I noticed it. So she worked on that today. I let her know that I got my positive OPK a couple hours after leaving. So today she worked a little bit more on my shoulders, and obviously she did some pinpoints that had to do with trying to make sure there's good blood flow to my uterus, so that if we do have what we like to refer to as a sticky bean, then my uterus is ready and nourished and ready to grow that seed. So she's like, yeah, oh my gosh, this is perfect timing. Your job is to rest right now. Even though I've been driving myself crazy during this 2-week wait, and I need to quit fucking talking because I want to upload this video for y'all. It just got so out of sync because my silly ass in the radio. So that video will be coming soon, but I just had to let y'all know how the acupuncture went. And I guess really I might do another update between now and I don't know, maybe after we do a pregnancy test. It definitely won't be before, but just to kind of let you know what happened with that. I'm sorry, my face is all in the camera. But to kind of let y'all know how this session went, I told her I was having a little bit of low back pain. She focused on that too, like, because I'm not really one to get low back pain when it comes close to my menstrual cycle actually beginning, well, menses, I guess I should say. So yeah, I'm gonna just jump off here before I start saying too much. I want y'all to see the other videos as well, but once again, I will say that I do, whether the acupuncture worked, you know, for this TTC cycle or not, it definitely helped like de-stress me. My muscles were more relaxed. I was able to relax a lot more, so it was a positive experience either way. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave y'all with that. If y'all got any questions, feel free to, y'all know, drop them in the comment box, DM if you got a question you don't want everybody to know that you're asking. I don't know what that's about, but you know, whatever, to each his own. So yeah, I will get with y'all. Well, we will get with y'all sometime this week, because let me tell y'all real quick. Uploading videos when you're using more than one device, like right now I'm using my cell phone. When we went to Seattle, I had to use my cell phone because the iPad was just too damn big, and then having to get the shit to the computer and then editing it and then uploading it, which can take forever because we don't have the best internet service because of where we are located in the Portland metro area. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I promise you those videos are coming soon. So yeah, we'll get with y'all sometime this week, and y'all can catch up on shit where we're at in the journey. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.